Alright. Automatic right now. I'm not actually pressing a single button.
Yep. Yeah, automatic, pretty much. And there they are trying to keep them busy up. And there's this guy.
This guy looks like a boss fight.
Except he has them all stand down, huh? And he just points without saying a word.
Oh, sweet.
Gee, I wonder where you've seen this guy before. Somebody who can't talk.
Oh, of course, it's Ward. I was trying to think, who the fuck is
Yep.
it? Yeah.
Ward in present time, huh? Yeah, if you could actually try to talk to him, he just nods his head.
Oh, unfortunately, I already left.
Yeah. And it's just one of those things that if you were...
It's still a nice little tidbit.
Yep. Actually, you do have to go back to S-Star. I just remembered that's the next thing.
Oh, motherfucker. Then again, I've got encounters turned off, so...
Yeah. I think that should help. Yeah, one of the things is that enemies that show up in the city are some rather nasty ones. And the one I had to get when I tried to get materials for Squall's best gun blade, I had to get from a monster in the city is basically an Elverett look-alike. Which was a kind of a pain in the butt to get.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be too much of a deal. I'm not going for all that stuff, and let's say we can count on we should be able to get to the location we're heading to next.
Quistis is an expert Squall observer.
Well, she's not wrong. Then if you can read that text already, then fuck, you're actually the latency is actually not bad.
It says blah blah blah. I think you worry too much. Everything tends to turn out bad.
You're only about 5 seconds at most.
Yeah. Despite the stream having to constantly refresh.
That might be my internet, though, dude. As far as no, then again, I don't know.
I don't know. That was the problem you had with YouTube, and I think Dine mentioned this with the whole buffering thing.
Yeah, it's something they've not really improved upon much, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I recommended Twitch for, which has turned out to work a lot better.
I think for as big as YouTube is, you think they'd sort out their fucking streaming service a bit more.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have a big issues with it, and to be honest, I don't have a lot of issues watching stuff on it myself. It's just... I think you need good internet in order to do it, and good internet to watch it as well, which is a pain in the ass. So the thing, I watch a lot of live reaction wrestling stuff and sometimes, and that is generally pretty good. So it just seems to be a random problem. Unfortunately, Don seems to get it a lot though.
Yeah. Cypher is Ultimisia's puppet.
Well, let's set that wooden puppet on fire. Nobody likes you, Cypher. If they say they do, they're lying. Yep, Zell. Fucking moron. Sorry.
Derp.
Herpy derpy. Oh wait, do you want me to go to the orphanage?
Oh, that's right. You have to go. Yeah, you got to go back to the orphanage
for
first.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Scratch my leg, scratch my leg. Alright, so we're heading to Edia's house?
Yep.
Which is the lighthouse, right?
Yeah, the lighthouse thing.
Okay.
Should be much easier to find now with an airship.
Well, it'll take
in the water.
a lot less time and stuff. It's just a very small place on the map, that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, so after that, I'll have to come back to S.
I think I know the general location. It's just going to be a bit of a pain trying to find it exactly. No, I think it's a bit further over here somewhere.
Yeah, you have to keep going west more. And a little bit south as well.
Huh.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, we're in the right general direction. It's just...
Yeah.
Trying to find the actual spot.
Yeah, I would go west here. You're getting close to it. Oh, that ain't it. Oh,
Wait, did you see it?
yeah. Go back south.
Oh, I
again.
see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay. Yeah, just pass through.
I can't land there. Just let me turn around and.
Yeah, I think you're a little too close to the house. That's
Yeah, I
why.
am.
There we go.
Is it the lighthouse or the house itself?
It's actually the house itself.
Alright,
the
so
lighthouse.
good. That's what I went into, so I was just a bit worried.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
The
Angelo.
lighthouse is just part of the thing in there.
Wait, is that Angelo?
Yep. Yeah, you actually have to go to the left there where he went. It takes you to her.
Oh, Angelo. Has Renoa been using you as a projectile?
Oh, this seems like a rather familiar scene of the flower field.
Yeah, it's almost like it was foreshadowed earlier in the opening cutscene. I'm sure you want to be alone with her. Don't worry. I bought you a pack of condoms. Use them wisely. I've already used one as a water balloon, though, just to let you know.
Okay, Zell.
And I wanted to see if it'd fit in a hot dog, so there's only 2 left, I'm afraid.
Yeah, stick to the hot dogs in the cafeteria, Zell.
Yep. You're gonna choke on it later, I'm sure. I don't think he even realizes she's there right now.
And stream buffering again.
I mean, I'm obviously not going to be doing it tonight, but how long do you reckon it would take for me to even blindly do the final disc?
I don't think too long, because the final disc is basically the final dungeon.
Because including the, obviously including the 1 hour it took for the previous parts on another recording session, it took me, I want to say about 4 or 5 hours to beat this free. So
Yeah, it'll be a lot shorter than that.
2 maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Because the last boss fight's not just one part, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 parts.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. You have Ultimecia, then the second form, which is her GF, then her and the GF fused in part 3, and then her final form in part 4.
Oh, sounds delightful.
Yep.
I might actually look up like a speed run for or something for like the puzzle section.
Yeah, I would
of,
definitely look up something about it, because...
Not necessarily the boss fight, but more the puzzles surrounding it, to be honest. I suck at stuff like that.
Definitely, I would do that, because at least it'll give you an idea of who has what is sealed where with which bossy.
Yeah.
And which one you should open up first.
A lot of people like to just skip all that stuff, though, don't they? And just head straight to the... I'm not doing it, obviously, but I've seen people just skip all the extra stuff and just head straight in with whatever they got without picking anything up.
You have to unlock at least some stuff. Nothing.
Oh, yeah, I thought you could do it without any.
Yeah. I mean, just for sake of it, you're not totally prepared.
Yeah.
Because this will be the first time you're doing it. You don't want to go.
Yeah, I might. Obviously, it's not going to be tonight. I might actually do like a practice run of I'm not promising I will, but I might do a practice run of the disc or something. If nothing else, I'll at least look up I'll at least look up like an idea of what I'm supposed to do for the final disc. Here's the thing: with disc 3, I at least knew half the disc, sort of, and I was at least fairly familiar with what happened in disc 3, even if I hadn't played it all. Disc 4, I honestly, I wouldn't even know what the first thing I'm supposed to do is when I start disc 4, so...
I do remember one of the bosses there what it like to do is likes to counter everything with a thunder-based attack. So for that one, it would be equip thunder spells to your elemental defense to guard against it.
What would you?
But
Would you
making sure
recommend?
you get junctioning back right then, which you probably would have had by then anyways.
Yeah. Would you recommend I grind it all between disc 3 and 4, or like at the beginning of disc 4 or whatever?
If I do any grinding, I'd make sure
Make sure what?
caught up a lot more. Your lowest level characters are better caught up.
Yeah, that would be Irvine.
Yeah, Irvine and even other ones too.
Squall and I think Zell and one of the others are all roughly around the level 30 thereabouts.
Okay.
Quistis is around 2021, as is Selfie, and Irvine's like high teens, like 18
so I
or
would
19.
say Quistis.
Yeah, Quistis, Selfie, and Irvine, give them a bit of a boost.
Yeah, because now you'll have the. Oh, that's right.
What?
Well, how far are you going tonight?
Well, you said we're near the end of this 3, didn't you?
We are, but the end of this 3 is. Well, here's the thing: you have to go to S Star.
Yeah.
And then talk to them about the plans. And then you fly up and you have to invade the lunatic Pandora, clear it, and then because after you get through disc 3 on disc 4, you won't just go back right away very easily. You can head back to the world map, but you won't have your ship right away, so you would have to go find it.
Okay.
So you may want to do the grinding. We may not want to finish disc 3 tonight. We may want to get close enough to it, like before the Pandora, and then right before then, if anything.
Well, where would you reckon's a good stopping point?
At the very least, go back to S Star and get that part done, but not go to the lunatic Pandora. In other words, before going there.
So another
because I remember about going to disc 4 when you're at Ultimisia's castle. You're in the future there, and the only way to get back are through those gates at the very beginning when you're on that chain bridge.
I know, I've never played it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And there's a separate gate that appears later on that can take you back to where the Ragnarok is, but it doesn't take you right in front of it, though.
Yeah, so I'll just do what you recommend and do the extra thing. There's plenty of chances for me to save roughly around there anyway, so we'll do that. Does it take me, 15-20 minutes, I guess?
Yeah. Because the other thing about this 4 is even when you get your ship back, the only way you can visit towns or cities, I think either the airship, I don't know if there's something on the airship for that, or to go back to S Star. Even then you would have to go back there via the airship. Okay. You would try to actually go back to the places, like fly over there, they're all barricaded off. It's just one of those end game things decided to put in there. You can only go to places by visiting their shops, I think.
Well, listen, I'll not leave it that late. I'll do the grinding between sessions.
Right.
See, the thing, if we get another night like this, we could actually probably finish this game in one more night if we get like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because beside the Pandora, Ultimisia's castle is the only dungeon left after that.
I mean, it's an annoying dungeon from what I remember, like from the puzzles, but it's not actually that big, really, from what I remember.
Yep.
And yes, this cutscene really is still going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a better idea. I think once you get S Star done. That's another thing too. When you return to S Star, you can there's like a place you can land the Ragnarok in the city limits too.
Okay.
And you'll technically be in the city. You won't be at like the normal city entrance though. So just a heads up. But I would definitely keep encounter none on because the monsters all over the place.
And yeah, by the way, Squall quoting the opening words of the game there.
I'll be there. And Renoa's like, why?
Way to ruin the moment.
Right, Renoa, ever the buzzkill.
Indeed. No music in this cutscene, thankfully. No stupid having to listen to Eyes on Me and talk constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's Zell, the cop blocker, as always.
Oh, yeah, none of that Brecht Orphanage music, too. I'll be honest, that theme really sucks.
Wasn't there a draw point somewhere in the orphanage?
There might be, if you want to go back and check.
I'll just have a quick look when we actually get back into gameplay.
Oh, yeah, because now we go back to S-Star.
Yep.
Because they got a word from somebody at S. Oh, and the guy we spoke to, his name's Kuros. Oh! As if that name doesn't
It's
ring a
all
bell.
coming together now.
Yep.
Oh, there's Adia at the thing.
Oh, yeah, I think she,
Okay, I can't go into the orphanage, apparently.
Yeah, at least not now.
Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
No way,
Oh,
though.
yeah, I think when you try to leave, she talks to you then, and that's what you have to do to get out of there. If you just try to talk to her now, she just says the same line.
There's something I must tell you. I am gay. But you're married to the... No, marriage of convenience, I'm afraid, my boy. I slept with Renoa. And Quistis. And Selfie.
Da, 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 da.
And Zell's adopted mother.
And once again, 13 years ago. Child, and once again, 13 years ago. Oh.
Yep.
So it's shedding a light on Idia's past. Powers of my own free will. Was an entity of fear. Getting a painful story.
This very minute, my bitter story is ended. I now understand there is an end, no matter how painful it may be. Therefore, Squall, you must fight to the end, even though it may bring tragedy to others. Thank you. Alright, so we can head back to Esther now.
Yep.
Which I believe is somewhere in this direction.
Yep, basically head back east-northeast. And then when you get to the city limits on a road back, you should look for a building that looks like a landing spot.
Okay, we'll have a look.
And oh yeah, that structure you just passed a little while ago that looks like a diamond crystal outer shell surrounding it. Yeah, that's where you acquire the GF Odin in this game.
We will not be doing that, though, as I already mentioned.
Nope.
But if you want it, it's there.